Good afternoon. Please take your seats. The ceremony will begin in 10 minutes. Hello, and good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's hear it. All right. My name is Rachel Weber. I'm a professor in the Urban Planning and Policy Department, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2024 University of Illinois Chicago College of Urban Planning and Public Affairs Spring Commencement Ceremony. Today's music is provided by the Circle Brass Quintet under the direction of Michael Hogue. This commencement brings together members of the University of Illinois Chicago family, students, college administration, faculty and staff, relatives, alumni, and friends. Before we begin today's ceremony, to assure that everyone enjoys this meaningful event, please take a moment to turn off or mute any electronic devices that may detract from the ceremony. Thank you. At this time, I present to you the administration of the University of Illinois Chicago and of the College of Urban Planning and Public Affairs. I now present to you members of our distinguished faculty. Everyone, please rise as you are able and join us in singing the national anthem, led by Anna Jacobson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Anna. You may all be seated. As an academic institution, UIC is committed to fostering an environment in which a variety of ideas can be reasonably proposed and critically examined. A culture of mutual respect encompassing the values of empathy, courtesy, and tolerance is necessary for the ideal of the university to be realized. These values apply to students and faculty, and I would add, given the way some universities are responding to student protests across the country, also to administrators and to campus security. This is an official university event, so prolonged disruptions are not permitted inside the venue. Individuals who disrupt the ceremony may be asked to leave or may be removed from the forum. On behalf of the university, I ask that everyone respect our speakers, graduates, and guests who have arranged their busy days and traveled long distances to be here. Thank you for your cooperation in ensuring that everyone at commencement enjoys this momentous occasion. In the spirit of building a better future and healing harms, I would also like to take a few minutes to acknowledge that UIC resides on the traditional territories of the three Fire people, Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi. This area was also a site of trade, gathering, and healing for more than a dozen other Native tribes. What's more, the state of Illinois is currently home to more than 75,000 tribal members, and the Chicagoland area is currently home to one of the largest and most diverse urban Native communities in the US. We acknowledge that Indigenous peoples are the traditional stewards of the land that we now occupy, living here long before Chicago was a city and still thriving here today. As we work together today, on these territories and in the years ahead, we must remember our responsibility, especially as a land grant, an Asian American and Native American Pacific Islander serving institution, a Hispanic serving institution, and a minority serving institution. We must find ways to right the historic wrongs of colonization and state violence, and to build bridges with and support Indigenous communities' struggles for self-determination and sovereignty. I would like to now introduce my colleague, Dr. Kelly LaRue, Associate Dean for Faculty Affairs and Research for the College of Urban Planning and Public Affairs. Dr. LaRue holds a PhD in political science, along with MPA and MSW degrees from Wayne State University. She has published 3 books and more than 50 articles and book chapters on public and nonprofit management, government contracting, municipal service delivery, intergovernmental collaboration, and nonpartisan get-out-the-vote experiments. She's a fellow at the National Academy of Public Administration and a faculty affiliate of the Networks and Governance Lab at UIC. In addition to serving as Associate Dean for CUPPA, she is currently serving as an expert advisor to several national nonprofits and civic capacity building groups on evidence-based practices for engaging underrepresented voters ahead of the 2024 election. Associate Dean LaRue will lead our ceremony in place of Dean Stacy Swearingen-White, who cannot be here today. Please welcome Associate Dean LaRue.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the faculty, staff, administration of UIC, and Dean Stacy Swearingen-White, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the College of Urban Planning and Public Affairs Commencement for the year 2024. To all of our graduates, your spouses, children, parents, partners, families, and friends, along with the faculty, staff, and alumni here today, we are eager to congratulate you on your accomplishment. Your achievements are a tribute to all of them, as well as to the people of the state of Illinois, the University of Illinois, UIC, and CUPPA. We salute the guidance and support they have afforded you. Graduates, join us in congratulating those who helped you get here today, whether they are here or not, and who share your joy and excitement. Also here today are many of the scholar teachers who have been instrumental in guiding you along your path of discovery. I want to acknowledge the critical role of your faculty mentors as well. We also have several special guests with us today. Dr. Tim Killeen, President of the University of Illinois, Dr. Marie Lynn Miranda, University of Illinois Chicago Chancellor, Dr. Karen Cawley, University of Illinois Chicago Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Nikos Varelis, Vice Provost for Academic Programs and Effectiveness, Student Trustee Mohammed Haq, our guest speaker, Dr. Sean Healy, Senior Director of Policy and Advocacy, Civics Now Coalition, iCivics, and our CUPPA Alumni Association Board President and CUPPA MPA alum, Nicole Langert. Thank you all for joining us for our celebration today. I also want to recognize our commencement marshal, Dr. Rachel Weber, and thank her for her assistance with our ceremony today. Rachel will be retiring at the end of this academic year after 26 years of service to UIC, to our college, and to our Urban Planning and Policy Department. Rachel's kindness and creativity, her scholarly research, and contributions to both of the department and the field of urban planning and policy during her time at UIC, and her willingness to help and guide our students will be sorely missed. We send Rachel off today with our deepest gratitude and very best wishes for her next adventure. Fan club. Now you may have noticed that while we have a number of people on our stage today, we are missing our dean, Stacy Swearingen-White. Dean White was not able to join us, but she did leave a short message for you.
Good afternoon, CUPPA, family, friends, and the CUPPA class of 2024. I'm Stacy Swearingen-White, Dean of the College. I'm really sorry I can't be with you in person today, but I hope you'll understand when I explain that at this very moment, I am celebrating my son's college graduation in Utah. Like many of you here, he missed out on his high school graduation ceremony, which was canceled during those early days of the pandemic in 2020. Much like your parents and loved ones, I'm so proud of him, and I am really so proud of all of you, today's CUPPA graduates, who kept your journeys going through those uncertain times and made it to this most celebratory day. There's a lot of metaphors for what you've experienced since March of 2020, and maybe because I just flew from Chicago to Salt Lake City, I can't help but be reminded of the Transcontinental Railroad. In the mid-1800s in the U.S., just about everybody agreed that the country needed a railroad to connect the coasts. But the decisions on how this was to happen didn't come easily. The workers, farmers, planners, government officials, stockholders, and politicians, all of them were fighting over every detail of getting those tracks laid. Nevertheless, finally, our coasts were connected and our country was changed forever. Like them, the work you're embarking on and what you are now prepared for can change our cities, states, and the world. You know it won't always be easy. There will be conflicts, there will be victories, but you know what? You are ready. And unlike some of the robber barons of the 19th century, what you share, all of you graduates, is a commitment to building just, resilient, and livable communities for all of us. I really don't know a more committed, smart, and dedicated group of people who are up to that work ahead than our CUPPA graduates. You've had to slow down around the curves and rethink how to do some things. Pardon this track metaphor, but maybe you've even had to switch tracks. I love a good metaphor. And today you've arrived at, wait for it, graduation station. And tomorrow, as you begin a new journey, and maybe you're exploring different tracks, please remember, trains run in both directions. So UIC and CUPPA will be here for you, right next to the CTA Blue Line, in fact. And we really hope you'll make a stop back and give back from wherever your new tracks take you. And I do mean this sincerely. Please keep in touch. Congratulations and my very best wishes to all of you.
So there's a little foreshadowing there. So graduates, Dean White left you a small gift under your chair. If you haven't found it by now, go ahead and find that. And her message will make probably a lot more sense. Thank you to Dean White for her message. I now have the distinct honor of introducing Dr. Tim Killeen. When he took office in 2015, Dr. Killeen brought more than 3 decades of experience as a teacher, researcher, and administrator in public higher education and in top leadership positions with national scientific research agencies. Dr. Killeen is committed to continuing the University of Illinois system's rise as a global leader through academic programs that transform students' lives and pioneering innovation that drives progress and economic growth. Please join me in welcoming the President of the University of Illinois, Dr. Tim Killeen.
Good afternoon to you all, and congratulations to the University of Illinois, Chicago, class of 2024. No, not quite up to snuff. Sorry, this is the Distinguished College of Urban Planning and Public Affairs. You have in your hands a recreation of society, an urban society, and lots of issues in public affairs. So I'm going to try again, and then maybe give you a third option. So let's pull the house down, okay? I've been to other commencements. This is a vibrant group. Okay, let me try. Congratulations to the University of Illinois, Chicago class of 2024. Yes! There you are. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's it. Let's celebrate. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with you all for the commencement for the College of Urban Planning and Public Affairs. Playing a small part in these ceremonies is one of the real privileges of my job and a regular reminder of the sheer power of education to open doors and transform lives. This will be, and there's no way to overstate this, a monumental day in your lives. Your travels through these last few years have been a challenge, I'm sure. Late nights, early starts, navigating a pandemic, global conflicts, societal tensions, antithetical to social justice, all you've navigated on a train to arrive at this day, your day. Hopefully, you have also made many, many friends along the way, enjoyed laughter and triumph, and the real joy that comes from supporting those around you when they need it the most. And the joy also of knowing that your classmates at this incredible university have your back as well. So take in the moment, look into the crowd, find your family and friends, take more photos and videos than your cell phones can do, so they'll droop at the end of the day. Maybe that's not possible. But it really is a day to be remembered, cherished, and relived in the years ahead. I know that from first-hand experience, and I don't look like anything like I looked like when I had my graduation ceremony. But I hope that all of you also leave here today with a sense of purpose, a UIC sense of purpose, an inner compass, and a drive to contribute nurtured here at UIC. The career your degree will help you launch matters, of course, and the stability and rewards that a good career can provide are undeniably important. Congratulations on that step. But if we've done our collective job at UIC, your degree is much more than a simple passport to economic opportunity. The decision to commit yourselves to earning a degree in urban planning and public affairs is a pretty good indicator to me that a strong sense of purpose is alive and well and at work in your lives, as does your commitment to working in these fields. Urban planning and public affairs are at the heart of so many of the challenges that we must meet to build and maintain sustainable, equitable, and livable cities and towns, and only a tiny fraction of the human population reaches the point that you have reached today. Tiny fraction. And with that opportunity and privilege that you have, there comes a responsibility too. So I encourage you to take all that you know and will learn in the years ahead and use it to lead a strong civic life. You have this opportunity that very few people have, to be a force for good in your community, in your families, and beyond. And there are a number of ways to do this. In a time of growing misinformation and deception, even in the public sphere, seek out the truth. Be a truth teller yourself. Take the spirit, the flame of UIC with you into the world and continue to wrestle with the difficult ideas and challenges of our historical times. Engage with those around you, including people you may not always agree with. Vote. Your choices carry real power. And maybe one day even enter the political arena yourselves. We are truly fortunate to live in a democracy, but it needs tending and nurturing from all of us. And UIC and the entire 97,000 U of I system need you too. We need you. You're joining a community of more than 337,000 UIC alum, and we invite you to come back anytime you can and share your adventures and successes with us. So here's the third chance. Congratulations again to the class of 2024.
I now have the honor of introducing the Chancellor of the University of Illinois Chicago. Marie Lynn Miranda, a leader in geospatial health informatics, took office as the 10th Chancellor of the University of Illinois Chicago in July 2023. She's also a faculty member in the Department of Pediatrics and the Department of Mathematics, Statistics, and Computer Science. Dr. Miranda is a Phi Beta Kappa, a summa cum laude graduate of Duke University, where she earned a bachelor's in mathematics and economics and was named a Truman Scholar. She has a PhD and a master's from Harvard University, where she held a National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowship. She's a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science. She is deeply committed to the role of UIC in shaping Chicago, Illinois, and the world. In recognition of this, in 2023, she was recognized by Crane's Business Chicago as a woman of note. Please welcome Chancellor Miranda.
Thank you, Dr. LaRue, for that kind introduction. I can't tell you how happy I am to be here with all of you. CUPPA is very special to me for many reasons, but perhaps the biggest reason for that is the work that is done in CUPPA is very closely aligned with my own research group. So the work that you do, I understand it, I understand the importance of it, I understand the complexity of it, and I understand your love of it. And just in case you're doubting how much I really love students who are trained at CUPPA, we just hired a CUPPA grad on my research team, and we are so excited about that. Yeah. I am honored, truly honored, to welcome all of you, families, friends, honored guests, faculty and staff, and especially our graduates, to the 2024 College of Urban Planning and Public Affairs Commencement Ceremony. UIC's mission is to provide the broadest access to the highest levels of educational, research, and clinical excellence. Our graduates make our dual commitment to access and excellence come alive. You have embraced all the many resources and all the many people at UIC and made them yours. You have turned access into excellence. Your success here today is a shining example of how we deliver on UIC's twin promises. In fact, how you have delivered on UIC's twin promises. Your success here today is also a product of the many people who have supported you along the way. Let's take a moment to thank the professors, staff, family, and friends who have taught you, nurtured you, fed you, and loved you. I'm a parent myself, and I know we are all biased about our own children, but I want to say to the families who are here today, these students, your students, are very special. Some graduated high school just as the world shut down from COVID. For others, COVID shaped your life in big ways during your time at UIC. You were with us when we were all trying to figure out public health protocols, rapidly changing scientific landscapes, and remote learning. You were with us when the word Zoom became an everyday word. I'm sorry, I was on mute. And in my family, I am the least funny person, and I cannot wait to tell them about that reaction right there. That is awesome. You were often more facile with technology and were kind in helping us adjust to this new way of delivering on our higher education mission. You wore masks. You spat in a tube. You let us stick gigantic Q-tips up your nose. You stuck with it. So we did too. We learned so much from how you approached this new world. And you inspired us with your relentless commitment to your education. The diversity of our student body offers a rich learning environment and has most certainly deepened your cultural competencies and broadened your worldview. You can process information with far greater nuance and can challenge conventional thinking with both discernment and criticality. The uniqueness of who you are has enriched our campus, and you have helped to make UIC a better place. You know, we oftentimes think about whether we're making the right choice, whether it's about which school to attend or what job to take. Life is full of choices, and it's normal to reflect on the trade-offs involved in the choices we face. However, I would posit that life is not about making the right choice. Our lives are made when we decide every day to make our choices right. This is a more challenging way of thinking about choices, but it is also more forward-looking and more productive. It requires a curious and questioning nature. It requires perseverance, flexibility, and adaptability. Those are qualities that will make you bigger, stronger, better, faster, no matter what path you find yourself on. Was UIC the right choice for you? That's not actually an important question. The truly important question is, once you came here, what did you do to make UIC the right choice? Even in my short time as chancellor here at UIC, I have seen all of you, make extraordinary choices to get the most out of your opportunity to study at UIC. And here you are at graduation, the surest sign that you made the choice right. Now is the time in any graduation speech where I am supposed to tell you to pursue your passion and change the world. Right? That is a prescription. I'm not going to do that. Passion is such a big and laden word, it creates almost impossible expectations. Let me suggest instead that you find work that is interesting and meaningful to you. Still have openings on our research team, just saying. Find work that is interesting and meaningful to you, that keeps you curious and engaged with other curious people. Let me suggest as well that you find a community that both supports you and challenges you, that you be a person who gives love and kindness to others. Through these actions, you will make your choices right. Through these actions, you will find your passion. And in the meantime, you will have led a good and meaningful life. Some of you may know that I am a beekeeper. Bees are charming creatures, and hives are the most extraordinary expression of collaborative work and truly amazing geometry. Bees play a critical role in pollination. Because of them, we have beautiful flowers and food to nourish our bodies. They have a powerful impact on agricultural productivity and the biodiversity that we all enjoy. They do all this while producing honey, which in my opinion is the most exquisite substance on earth. In living their lives, they serve their hives and they serve humanity. Today you receive a degree and a license to change the world around you. I encourage you to find ways to help elevate the human condition. Be an ambassador for care and for empathy. Like the bee, each of you plays a vital role in the complex ecosystem of our collective lives. The state of Illinois, our nation, and indeed the world need you, and you will have 337,000 fellow UIC alumni ready to work in partnership with you. I want to apologize that I'm going to have to leave as soon as I finish my remarks, as there is another graduation ceremony that's about to start. I so wish that I were going to be here to shake each of your hands, to congratulate each of you in person, and to tell you how very proud I am of all of you. We are proud of every one of the 116 College of Urban Planning and Public Affairs students graduating today. You represent 116 reasons for all of us to be optimistic about the future. Congratulations. Take your next steps with confidence, conviction, and a heart full of love.
Thank you, Chancellor. We're honored today to have as our guest speaker Dr. Sean Healy. Sean is Senior Director, Policy and Advocacy, leading iCivic's Civics Now Coalition and oversees civic education campaigns in several key states and the nation's capital. Since he joined iCivics in 2021, 22 states strengthened civic education policies and Congress quadrupled funding for K-12 civics. Sean is also an adjunct professor in public policy here at UIC and serves on the board of directors of the Legislative Semester, Inc. and the Student Press Law Center. He just completed his second term as a Serve Illinois commissioner. Before joining iCivics, Sean worked for 15 years at the Robert R. McCormick Foundation, most recently serving as Democracy Program Director. During his time at McCormick, he chaired the Illinois Task Force on Civic Education in 2014 and later led separate successful legislative campaigns for a required civics course in Illinois middle schools and high schools. He also convened the Illinois Social Sciences Standards Task Force. The Illinois State Board of Education adopted its recommendations in 2015. Sean began his career as a social studies teacher at West Chicago Community High School and Sheboygan North and South High Schools in Wisconsin. A 2001 James Madison Fellow from the state of Wisconsin, Sean holds an MA and PhD from UIC in political science. He earned a bachelor's degree with distinction in political science, history, and secondary education from the University of Wisconsin at Madison. Please welcome Sean Healy.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. LaRue. Real honor to be here with you today. In fact, it's really humbling to stand before you today, tasked to give you parting guidance as you pursue personal and professional journeys far afield from campus life here at UIC. I have several insights to share, but I thought it best to combine them with the collective wisdom of dear friends and colleagues in established careers and professions, which include public policy. Since I've been teaching for 25 years, including 10 here at UIC, the circle of admiration includes former students like yourselves. To me, there's nothing like the give and take of the classroom, the reciprocal learning that happens between professors and students and among peers. UIC is a special place for these deliberations. Our student body broadly reflects the diversity of Chicago and its surrounding suburbs. The university was established for the region's first-generation college students to earn a ticket to the middle class, and our gathering here today represents a fulfillment of this promise. Without doubt, life challenged you during your college years and the formative ones preceding them, as it will continuously as you assume additional responsibilities in the months and years ahead. Embrace these challenges by defining your values and leading with them in every facet and phase of your life. Like many of you, I come from a working class background. My dad demanded I go to college to avoid his backbreaking work digging ditches. I toiled in the same road construction field as him each summer and a series of part-time jobs during the school year to pay my own way. This journey was arduous, but I'm grateful for the experience. It made me who I am today, and it remains my greatest achievement. In this spirit, my friend Tim encourages us to celebrate. He continues, some of you might be the first in your family to graduate from college, and your accomplishment means you probably won't be the last. I matriculated at the University of Wisconsin-Madison with the mantra that I would follow my passions, wherever they may lead me. So I double majored in history and political science. I excelled academically, resolving not to waste the hard-earned money spent on my education. As an upperclassman, I decided to put my knowledge to direct use as a social studies teacher. Some of my friends made similar values-driven career decisions. Ruth prescribes, follow your passion, not a paycheck. Take the time to reflect on yourself. Design a path that honors you. Don't just settle into traditional mainstream postgraduate pathways. Take chances and lean into hard work. Heather exhorts, hands down, follow your authentic truth. Don't try to mix in or blend in with the masses. The world needs creative authenticity, not more beige. It needs thinkers and feelers. It may be scary at first, but just like in a marathon, it starts to thin out soon enough. And then becomes easy to see who the ones are that carry themselves with confidence, grace, positivity, and authenticity. To me, authenticity is the authority for the path forward. The heart will always guide you into your best and highest potential when you stay true to yourself. I began my career in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, teaching high school social studies and coaching the prep sports I played, football, basketball, and track. While grateful for these formative experiences, I yearned for something more, so I applied for a graduate fellowship. This squares with my friend Joyce's suggestion to always be writing the success story you want to tell in your current situation, or move on to the next opportunity. Upon winning the James Madison Fellowship, I moved to Chicago to pursue my master's degree and PhD in political science right here at UIC. I continued teaching at community high school in West Chicago, specifically an interactive American government course called the Legislative Semester, which inspired me to ensure that every Illinois student has a similar experience. A career choice beckoned, and in the words of my friend and colleague Janet, I reserve the right to change my mind. I left teaching for a job in philanthropy, where I led statewide policy and advocacy efforts for stronger K-12 civic education in Illinois. With time, we delivered significant results, including scaling democracy schools, a statewide network of high schools committed to student civic development, and chairing a state task force on civic education. Our crowning achievements were passing and implementing state laws in 2015 and 2019 to require civics courses in high school and middle school, respectively. With these successes in hand and the global pandemic disrupting work life, not to mention college life, another inflection point arrived, a moment where my conclusions aligned with the counsel of my colleague Luis, to not follow one's passion, but rather ask, what am I good at, and what kind of life do I want to live? My friend Andy continues, stay focused on your goal. People that aren't in the right will try to distract and even will attack you. keep strong, and stay to the goal. The natural next step was to take this work national, and I now lead policy and advocacy for iCivics, the top civic education provider in the country. Many of you may have played these games as you were taking civics courses in middle school and high school. The position has state and federal dimensions, the former of which I am intimately familiar, the latter admittedly a stretch role, and stretch roles are okay. 3 years in, I'm still challenged to deliver daily from the halls of Congress to distant state capitals. During this time, my team helped now 25 states strengthen civic education policies and led the charge in Congress to quadruple federal funding for civics. Yet for most K-12 students, civics consists of a single semester-long high school course, with civic learning opportunities offered unequally by race, class, and language proficiency. Moreover, federal funding for civics is less than 50 cents per student, compared to $50 plus for STEM subjects. Speaks to a lack of prioritization. As our nation nears its 250th birthday in 2026, just 2 years from this July, we clearly can and must do better. Throughout my career, I've learned the value of embracing failure as a learning opportunity. This resonates with friends and former students. My friend Gary considers failure nothing more than just another learning experience. He continues, so the question then is, do you really fail at anything? My former student Andrea encourages, give yourself time and grace to enjoy the next chapter of your life. Make the mistakes. It means you're still learning. Take the risks or lose your opportunity. My friend Jen urges, take ownership of your own successes and failures, both personally and professionally. They're no one else's responsibility, not your parents, not your bosses. And there's a lesson to be learned in every one if you're willing to see them. Teaching is my first love and the one constant in my career. The scope of my classroom has broadened, but I'm still propelled by the belief that our country is infinitely better with the voices of young people at the center of its civic life. Yet in the words of iCivics founder, former Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor, civic knowledge is not passed through the gene pool, but must be taught anew each generation. To me, educating for democracy represents a cause greater than self-interest. For civic participation is the essential ingredient of this grand experiment in self-governance. My colleague Ace advises, do something that fulfills your soul, not just brings you a paycheck or gets you up some ladder. Know that the degree that you're earning here today gives you an element of power, and the power demands that you pay it forward to society, not just broadly, but to real, tangible people. My colleague and friend Andrew counsels 3 C's. 1, curiosity, continually ask questions. 2, collaboration, seek collaborative opportunities. And 3, communication, place a premium on communication. My friend Pete passed along his grandmother's advice. It's not just what you say, we are judged most by action. He asks, what have you done? He implores, humans can do a whole lot. We are defined more than by what we do from 9 to 5 each day. I'm a son, brother, dad to 2 daughters, and a friend first. A marathon runner second, a sports fan third, and a theater lover fourth. My colleague Lisa preaches, you are a human being, not a human doing. She quotes Eckhart Tolle. In today's rush, we all think too much, seek too much, want too much, and forget about the joy of just being. Right now, where you are, is all that there is. Stay grounded in the present and very much enjoy this special moment in your lives. My friend Tim concurs. Be more present with your friends, your family, and others. Look for ways to encourage people that goes beyond a like. My former student Rachel instructs, be genuine in your relationships, especially in networking and professional relationships. I'll leave you with the most important wisdom of all for my friend Bina. Be kind, be happy, and love yourself. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Sean. Sean, in recognition of this commencement and the important part that you've played, we have a little token of our esteem and appreciation for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Great teachers are the heart of a great university. The University of Illinois Chicago annually recognizes and honors its outstanding faculty. Recipients of the Silver Circle Award are selected by our students who honor those who have taught them with distinction. This year's recipient is Dr. Marisol Becerra, Assistant Professor in the Department of Public Policy, Management, and Analytics. Marisol, please come forward to accept your award. UIC recognizes graduates who have distinguished themselves in various ways during their academic careers. Will the following students please rise and remain standing as able? Undergraduates who have been members of the Honors College as designated by the gold stoles you wear. Undergraduates with high academic achievements, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude as designated by the gold, silver, and bronze cords that you wear. Summa cum laude, Elora Chaudhary. Carla Princess Duran. Sadie Flores. Maria Elena Picazo. Xavier Ali Potts. Quinn Andrea Ruiz. Paris Ward. Hannah Wentz. Magna cum laude, Evan Churchina. Lauren Cole. Ashley Cruz. Salvador Delgado. Yusuf El Mentanani. Anastasia Kopp. Jack O'Brien. Cum laude, Lisa Andino. Alessandro Beltran. Evan Brettina. Carlos Calderon. Braden Kanzler. Zachary Grand. Emiliano Hernandez. Jorge Martinez. Charles Norton. Margaret Payton. Sabrina Saucedo. Samuel Taylor. Last round of applause for these outstanding graduates.
Will Provost Colley please come forward and present the candidates for graduate degrees to the President?
President Killeen, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Candidates, please rise if you are able.
Upon these recommendations and by authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree for which you have been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
You may now move your tassel to the left side. Congratulations again. And please be seated. Candidates for the master's degrees, please rise if you are able. President Colleen, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees of Master of City Design, Woo! Master of Civic Analytics, okay, Master of Public Administration, okay, Master of Public Policy, and Master of Urban Planning and Policy.
Thank you, Provost Colley. Upon these recommendations and by authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the master's degree for which you have been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree.
You may move your tassels to the left side. Congratulations again. And please be seated.
Associate Dean LaRue, will you please present candidates for Bachelor of Arts degrees in Public Policy and Urban Studies?
Candidates for the bachelor's degree, please rise if you are able. President Colleen, upon the recommendation of the faculty and vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
Thank you, Dean LaRue. Upon these recommendations and by authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Arts degree for which you have been presented and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibility of that degree. Congratulations.
You may move your tassels to the left side. Congratulations. All right. Commencement implies a transition in the life of a student, a transition from being a student to that of being an alumnus or an alumna, a member of an ever-growing constituency of Kappa alumni who play an important role in furthering educational opportunities for others and in advancing the mission and objectives of the college and the university. The College of Urban Planning and Public Affairs is indeed fortunate to have many committed alumni. This afternoon, one of these remarkable graduates, Nicole Langert, is with us today. Nicole is president of the Kappa Alumni Association and has been active with the organization since 2016 following her graduation from Kappa. She serves as the Director of Major Gifts at Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine. In her role, she raises philanthropic funds for cancer research, education, and patient care at the Robert H. Lurie Comprehensive Cancer Center at Northwestern University. Prior to her work at Northwestern, Nicole held fundraising positions at Rush University Medical Center and the University of Chicago Medicine. Nicole received her bachelor's degree in political science and sociology from Indiana University Bloomington in 2011 and her master's degree in public administration from UIC in 2017. Please welcome Nicole.
Thank you, Dr. LaRue. What an honor. I'm deeply honored to speak with all of you today, both as an alumna and also as a representative of the UIC Kappa Alumni Association. It's truly a privilege to be able to share in this milestone occasion, celebrating each of you for your hard work, your dedication, and your academic achievements. For those of you who don't know, the UIC Kappa Alumni Association was founded in 1997 by a group of recent graduates who were seeking to provide educational and career development opportunities to students, alumni, and faculty. Today, we continue these efforts and strive to foster and strengthen relationships between alumni and the college. I want to congratulate you all on joining the ranks of UIC Kappa alumni and welcome you to join our alumni community. When I graduated from UIC in 2017, I knew that I wanted to remain engaged with this institution that had given me so much in the way of confidence, understanding, and concrete skills that I was eager to bring to the nonprofit sector where I worked. I wanted to make a meaningful contribution, and I was so happy to learn that there was a place for me to do this at UIC. I want to share today and really emphasize that there's a place for each and every one of you within the UIC Kappa alumni community. Each of you brings your unique gifts, talents, and perspectives to the table, and we need you to help this alumni community to continue to grow and thrive. I hope you will consider getting involved in the UIC Kappa Alumni Association upon graduation, whether that means coming to an event, reviewing a resume for a current student, sharing about your career experience on a panel discussion, or mentoring a student who is seeking career guidance and could benefit from hearing about your experience. There is a saying that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and that is something that has really rung true for me about my experience with Kappa and its alumni network. Our shared values and mission to promote just, resilient, and livable communities guides each of us in our work and unites us as a community. I encourage you all to remember this mission as you carry out your future endeavors and to support one another. The relationships you build here can last a lifetime, and I hope that UAC and Kappa will continue to be a part of your collective journey. Thank you all again for the opportunity to serve Kappa, and congratulations to the class of 2024. Thanks.
Thank you, Nicole. I now have the pleasure of introducing the first of our two 2024 student commencement speakers who just joined the ranks of our alumni. Our first student speaker, Salvador Delgado, is graduating with a bachelor's degree majoring in public policy. Saul, a first-generation student, dropped out of college when he first attended. Yet he remained committed to continuing his education and went back to school to obtain an associate's degree in paralegal studies from the City Colleges of Chicago, and then worked full-time as a corporate paralegal. Having experienced homelessness and housing insecurity, and after working in the affordable housing sector, Saul realized he wanted to directly address these issues in our city and country. Saul quit his full-time job to pursue a bachelor's degree in public policy, which he has just completed. While at UIC, Saul worked multiple jobs, including an internship with the U.S. Railroad Retirement Board and another as a community organizer. He also worked as an undergraduate research assistant with the Great Cities Institute. Saul remains committed to working with marginalized communities to address systemic inequalities and injustices.
Hello, welcome everyone. Hey, Kappa fam, how you doing? I hope everyone's finals week wasn't as bad as mine, because I am tired, but hey, here we are now, right? We made it. Regardless, we're all here to enjoy this precious and important moment in our lives. You may be graduating with a bachelor's, a master's, or a PhD, but ultimately, we're all entering the next stage of our lives more educated, hopefully, resilient, and prepared to tackle future challenges. I thought I was set when I was working as a paralegal. I don't need much in life, I just need my basic necessities met and a safety net. What I was missing in my career was making a meaningful impact and disinvested in marginalized communities. I knew I wanted to continue working in housing, and I researched and found that many housing professionals earn degrees at UIC and specifically through the Kappa program. I had a risky choice to make: continue as I was in corporate America, or return to school to be able to access more opportunities and also be broke again. Let me tell you that I'm confident that I made the right choice. The public policy program and the various opportunities I pursued while studying changed me tremendously and pushed me to grow. It wasn't easy. I've been running on spite and coffee for the last couple years. There were times I wanted to give up, and there were many, many obstacles in the way that made this pursuit especially difficult, but I'm here today because of the amazing people I met and who helped me overcome the things in my way. What I really want to share with you all today is how grateful I am for the experiences and connections, friendships that I cultivated through my time here at UIC and in Kappa. I've been enrolled in higher education for nearly a decade, and I just want to say that the professors at Kappa have been the most influential and supportive I've ever had. The same goes for advisors and staff who are always ready to help and support us through sometimes very irrational concerns. Finally, I just want to affirm and acknowledge my classmates who many have become dear friends. Being in a cohort of passionate and extremely intelligent students was an honor and privilege. I know each and every one of you will continue to have extremely successful and rewarding careers. Thank you for the opportunity to share and connect with everyone here, and congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Saul. Our next speaker, Farah El Nahal, graduates today with a Master in Urban Planning and Policy with a specialization in Economic Development. Farah is from Toledo, Ohio, and is a proud Egyptian American. In 2022, Farah graduated from the University of Toledo with a bachelor's in political science and a minor in Arabic. What led her to CUPPA was her strong interest in providing pathways to economic mobility, placemaking, and community wellness for neglected communities. Farah has been a teaching assistant for the past 2 years in the Urban Studies Department. She also interned at World Business Chicago last summer as the business development intern, where she worked on business and economic development outreach, research, and strategy. With her knowledge and experience, she hopes to work at an urban planning firm on planning projects that improve neighborhoods and the community's lived experience. Please welcome Farah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Farah, or Farah to the Arabs in the crowd. I'm so blessed and honored to be speaking with you all today. It means a lot to me. Thank you to the professors who nominated me to speak. And please know that every piece of advice I share is directed to myself first. Being from a smaller city, I was always interested in how to bring Toledo to its potential through investment, curating a stronger cultural identity, and addressing the socioeconomic disparities, which is ultimately what led me to this program. However, as my cohort knows, what cultivated my passion was Cairo. I had the opportunity to visit Cairo growing up and experiencing its magic. It is my favorite city in the world. Witnessing the economic challenges on a much bigger scale and seeing myself and the people, I wanted to use the privilege and opportunity I have to learn how to strategize and fill in the economic gaps here in American cities, in Cairo, and the Swana region as a whole. I'm not going to beat around the bush. This has been the most challenging 2 years of my life, but also the most beautiful. I wasn't certain that I was going to make it to Chicago. I think I finally got my place like end of July, and I was like, okay. From trying to move to balancing expectations and feeling the heaviest form of imposter syndrome, I was scared, insecure, and lost. I could not see the finish line. I had no vision for what was to come. When I attended the CUPPA orientation, Dean Stacy told all of the incoming students that we belonged here and that we were qualified to be here. These were the exact words I needed to hear. However, there was a part of me that still was uncertain. I was like, is she sure? I tried my best to have enough foresight that I would make it here today. These past 2 years, I find myself in Chicago and I fall in love with life again. I learned so much from this program. I'm ready to use my skills and knowledge to have an impact. I stand here in front of all of you feeling the full weight of every struggle, the feeling of overcoming each one, and feeling the excitement and uncertainty of what is to come. I've realized throughout my time here that our obsession with having to know what's coming next is a sign that we don't trust the process of life, which is heartbreaking. The first time I heard it, I was like, wow, that's very, very sad, because things usually work out. So I urge all of you, I know it's hard, to allow this moment of graduating to be one filled with peace and pride. You are here. You did it. You did the big, scary thing, and now leaving the stage, you may feel another big, scary feeling. I ask you for at least today, do not let your mind wander into the what-ifs of tomorrow. Enjoy this moment, process this accomplishment, and use this situation as a reference for the next challenge you may face. You will get through it. As a first-generation American, daughter of Egyptian immigrants and Muslim woman, I feel the weight of my opportunity and privilege heavily today. With these new skills, insight, degree, and pathway to economic mobility, I ask all of you to consider too, embrace the uncertainties, embrace your discomfort, and reflect on your privilege. Ask yourself, how can you use this degree to empower yourself, the communities you are a part of, the communities you aren't a part of, the global community that relies on us to share their stories like Congo, Sudan, and Gaza. May you all use this accomplishment to achieve your dreams and bring positive change to all the places you are a part of. I want to thank some people, but first I'll start with God for blessing me with this and everything, and for every struggle, for it is all a blessing. To my mama, baba, and sister Farida, thank you for the support. I would not be here without you. And to my friends in and outside of Kappa, thank you. You made this amazing. Thank you to my professors. Thank you to Kappa admin. And lastly, thank you to all of you for listening to me share my story. And congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Farah, for those inspiring words. We now come to the high point of our commencement, if that wasn't high enough, the recognition of our new graduates. Your name recording will play as you cross the stage. In the event of a technical difficulty, I will read your name. After you have crossed the stage, please return to your seat and remain seated for the remainder of the ceremony. Would Drs. Vidyarthi and Carroll please proceed to the diploma cover table to distribute diplomas to your department's graduates.
Unju Choi.
Recipients of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Public Administration and Urban Planning and Policy, please stand and come forward if you are able onto the platform and face the audience. Your faculty advisor will present the hood that symbolizes your new academic status. Unju Choi, whose dissertation title is Making Budget Stabilization Funds Work. She is being hooded by her faculty advisor, Dr. Young-Hung Woo.
Tao Pham.
Tao Pham. Her dissertation title is Essays on the Impact of Recreational Marijuana Laws. She is being hooded by her faculty advisor, Dr. David Merriman. Okay, got it. Jun Lee. Her dissertation title is Structure and Resilience in Multi-Layer Networks of Public Safety Services, and she is being hooded by her faculty advisor, Dr. Jared Carr.
Andrew P. Bourne.
Andrew Bourne. His dissertation title is The Community Reinvestment Apparatus. Andrew is being hooded by his faculty advisor, Dr. Phil Ashton. Graduates with master's degrees, please stand and come forward if you are able to be recognized. Masters of Public Administration.
Jacqueline Marie Harmon.
Anthony D. Scarborough. Peda Min Song Chai Kun.
William Emmanuel. Lucas Anderson.
Jada Mariah Standors. Shahinda Isra Mustafa.
Alexander Wynn Bowie. Jacqueline Annette Lopez. Daniel A. Kumakbayi. Mitchell Dickey. Ricardo Garcia. Jack A. Bylock. Jose Angel Diaz. Anna Laura Humani Gutierrez.
Masters of Public Policy.
Kayla Butler. Gabriel Joseph Cepeda.
Masters of Civic Analytics.
Lacourdier Lucky Camargo.
Elham Pilegar.
Masters of City Design.
Ankit Rajkumar Verma. Pandey Palak.
Bhumika Dahia.
Neha Sunil Paul. Shrushti Vipul Kumar Patel. Eneda Salcedo. Dmitry Andres Nesbitt.
Joshua Fraser.
Masters of Urban Planning and Policy.
Jacob Matthew Rosenblum. Ethan G. Ramsey.
Carrie A. Chan.
Antonio Wright. Saulo Richmond Solera.
Alexa Christelle Hunt. Violetta Lialios Bauman. Farah El Nahal.
Jasmine Serrano.
Andrea Benitez.
Scott R. Williams.
Yazan Bata. Mackenzie Hayes. Marlene Guzman.
Jared Rhymes.
Grace W. Lee. John William Casey. Ryan Evans Krause. Bailey R. Foster.
Emily Nicole Steinhauer. Haley McDonald.
Maggie Eichhoff.
Elizabeth Miller.
Patrick Holzman.
Joseph Price Slater. Aspen Walters. Haley Ann Ventura.
Rafael Cervantes.
Carried away. Bachelor of Arts in Public Policy. Actually, graduates with the Bachelor of Arts degrees, please stand and come forward if you are able to be recognized. First, our Bachelor of Arts, Public Policy.
Alexander Diaz.
Sheila Santos Palma.
Sadie Flores.
Margaret Browning Payton. Maria Elena Picasso.
Elora Chaudhary.
Aliza Nadim Abbas.
Braden Kanzler. Valerie Mercedes Bonds. Emiliano Hernandez. Ignacio A. Cambray.
Xavier Ali Potts.
Carlos Calderon. Salvador Delgado. Miguel Garcia.
Sabrina Saucedo.
Lauren Anna Cole.
Jorge L. Martinez.
Yusuf M. El Metanani. Soha A. Khatib.
Sydney J. Shavers.
Matthew Lauren Almendras. Lisa Rafaela Andino.
Carter Gregory Wilhite.
Bachelor of Arts, Urban Studies.
Anastasia Natalie Kaw.
Quinn Andrea Ruiz.
Zachary Grand. Evan J. Churchina. Abigail Ann Davis. Elvis Uraga Kwasi. Alessandro Santos Beltran.
Charles McCormick Norton. Jack O'Brien. Shi Long Wang.
Carla Princess Duran. Ashley Cruz.
Hannah Kaylee Went.
Evan M. Brettina.
Samuel Fletcher Taylor.
Eric Favela.
Paris Ward. Ignacia Peña Nacusi.
Sandra Coleman.
Last but not least, Zhenya Baida.
Today is a day for celebration, for honoring the work and perseverance that brought us all together. I would like to thank the UIC staff members, especially Nikki Andre, and our CUPPA staffers whose efforts made today's celebration possible. Our staff members contribute in so many important ways to the function of our complex institution, and we owe them our gratitude for their excellence. Best wishes to all of our graduates, and please return to campus when you can. Keep in touch with us. Let us know of your comings and goings. And above all, do well. Thank you and congratulations.
Congratulations to all of our new graduates. Please give the new graduates another round of applause. Let's make some noise. All right. Well, we're winding down. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, the audience and graduates are asked to remain seated until the platform party and faculty have recessed. If graduates are so willing, cap and gown recycling donation boxes are backstage for your contributions. And if you prefer to recycle your gown at a later date, please drop it off at the dean's office in CUPPA Hall. Please also exercise caution when leaving the forum and parking areas this afternoon. I noticed a lot of construction out there. And in conclusion, congratulations again to the graduates and to all of the family and friends on this memorable day. Professors Carroll and Vidyarthi, please lift the banners and lead the platform party out. The 2024 commencement of the College of Urban Planning and Public Affairs at the University of Illinois, Chicago is now adjourned. Thank you.